broadcast and start streaming. Select broadcast and start streaming. Select broadcast and start streaming. Okay, hello, welcome. I was singing to myself while the broadcast was not yet live, but now you're gonna have heard me singing select broadcast and start streaming song. That's the song that I apparently chose for this time. So sorry about that. Welcome friends. First up, we're doing a mic check. Can you hear me well enough? I have everything bumped up pretty well, but hopefully you can hear everything nice and clear. Yeah, that's all I got. Let me know in the chat while I wait for you wait for you to respond in the chat. I will visit and see what's going on. Let me see. What's going on. We have Elma, we've got Dragon Jar, Plain Water, Pertinux, K. Rye, we have Simmergy, Claudia, we have Doug, Paws and Pens, Michaela. Ooh, we busy today. Well, thank you everybody for joining. It's been kind of a disorienting weekend. So I hope your weekend was not disorienting like mine was. Which is what mine was. It was disorienting. Today we are doing some more of the inks. Do you remember last week we did the on inks in this doohickey? And I had them in here because it's just nice and organized. And these are the Kaleidocraft print pen holders, but they're working really well. They're working it really well for holding my sample vials. There is dust all over my desk. Now is not the time to be obsessing over that. Yours was chill. That sounds pretty good. Chill is good. Last week we did the swatches. The swatches. Okay, I won't sing to you. These were the two colors that we inky messed. So today we're going to inky mess with more colors. And here is the Mayari, and then the other one is somewhere in here. Where is it? Oh, okay. Well, I don't actually know where it is. Oh, here it is. So we did Mayari and Dumangan. It's really bright. I raised the lighting, but that was before the white paper came out. So we're gonna play with this notebook again. It's the Maruman Namasane notebook, and I really like it. So, having disorder now, very grumpy elderly fur baby. Oh, the fur babies. And when they're grumpy and you can't tell what they want and they can't tell you, that's frustrating. I hope everything's okay though. The calm before the storm. The last 2 days of school. Oh my gosh. It's almost June. That's terrifying. It's terrifying. Also, do you remember last time we also looked at this pen? I have been using this pen constantly, and I don't usually use fountain pens for my daily doings. So that's gotta tell you something. It's on my desk and I'm using it pretty often. It's weird. Also, my hair got wet and now it's a frizzy curl. So welcome all later joiners. Thank you guys for being here with me. Let's do, how are we gonna pick? Ew, there's hair. It's my hair, but ew. Ew. How are we gonna pick which one to do? I'll show you the tools that I've got. We're gonna play with a water brush. We're gonna use this to write the ink name somewhere on the page. We're using the letter opener because I gotta get into the sample vial tubes. We've got a pipette for some water, and we have some water for whatever. stuff. Whatever stuff. Should I just grab any of them and not worry about the samples that we did? Like, not pick based on this? I think I'm going to do that. This bundle contains this set. And I feel, honestly, you can't really go wrong with any of them. They're all pretty awesome. So I'm thinking I'm just going to grab anyone. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. No, that's too much work, because depending on which one you start, you end on a different one. I'm too lazy for that. I'm going to just grab one. Okay, Wasabi Salmon. That's what we got. Wasabi! Okay, let's write Wasabi Salmon on the back so that I know we're doing on inks, and then Wasabi Salmon. Okay. You framed my inky mess. You have to send me a picture so that I know what happened. I'm gonna move my notebook over there. Okay, and then we're gonna do this because I want to make sure. Oh, we also have a blower because my lungs can't always do it. My lungs don't always cut it. We're gonna do this, and then this is not straight. We're gonna have to deal with how unstraight it is. Wasabi Salmon. Okay, so let's do this. I was gonna write Wasabi Salmon. I'm gonna write it up here as well. So we have on inks, and it is Wasabi Salmon. Now, it's a little hard to get these inks, but they are on Instagram if you wanted to gently harass them. Wasabi Salmon. Sorry about the lighting. It's just the way it is. I can't help it. I did not sign it! You know what? That just means the next time I'll have to sign it for you. Or something. That's gonna be the way it is. I'm so sorry. I didn't sign it. Why didn't I sign it? I don't actually... You know, it's a new thing that I sign things. Because it just never occurred to me to sign stuff. It didn't occur to me. I don't know why. Now it seems obvious, like, sign it. But what would I... You know, I'd never signed because I never knew what to sign with, and then I don't really have a fun, cute signature. Maybe I need to get one of those nifty stamps or something. I'm thinking I'm gonna lower this because it's really hard to see with the bright white paper. So, yeah, tell me how you guys are doing while I inky mess. Oh, Anderillium has a sockeye salmon. I only have like 2 samples of Anderillium inks, but I love them. I'm a huge fan, and I think I need to get some for myself. Okay, so we've got some water. Let me just make sure there's no hidden ink in there. Hidden ink. Okay, so let's add some, oops. Also, you will all be pleased to know I've already had dinner. So, there we go. I've had dinner, so I won't be lamenting that I'm hungry the whole time. I hope that makes you as happy as it makes me. Okay, so... Okay, Ruth, you suggested to send a label with my signature, and then you can just add it to the page, or even the back of the page. That's a pretty good idea. I like that. Bailey, what are you having to eat? I'm so glad that you're actually... eating a meal, because at Chicago you were basically perishing without food the entire time. This is a nice one. Wasabi Salmon. What a great name. I almost don't want to inky mess it further because I really like what's going on. Oh, he had dinner ready for you when you got home from work. That's so sweet. That's really nice. What a sweet surprise that is. This is really interesting because it starts out as a slightly dilute, like soy sauce color. And then when you add water, a bit of green comes out, like some of the green, which is what I'm thinking is the wasabi bit. And then there's definitely pink in there, which is the salmon. This is so cool. It's such a great color. Like, all of these inks are such winners. Okay, I'm going to just flick some ink on here, and then we're going to take a little bit of a closer look. Ooh, grilled teriyaki chicken. That sounds delicious. Okay, so there's the green. That's a nice wasabi green. Like, on the edges, it's really bright. You can definitely see the salmon pink in there. And then, like, soy sauce brown. Okay, let's do some more plating here. Oh, is this ever cool? Okay, let's look at this again. After the ink dries a bit, and you put some water on, and then blow the water away. Just blow it off there and see what's underneath. That's what she said. Check this out. Look at the pink that shows through. Wow. Okay, I'm a pretty big fan of this. I'm really into this. I'm enjoying. I'm gonna add a little bit more on top. Give that man a treat. Positive reinforcement. I agree. That's not a bad thing, because positive reinforcement's the way to go. Okay. I forgot the song that I was singing to you when we first arrived, but I really wanted to sing it again because the tune is stuck in my head, but I don't remember the song. So, okay, welcome AVP. We are playing with the On Inks, and this particular one is Wasabi Salmon. And so in the tube, it's very brownish, and then on the page, it's wild. There's green and pink and light brown, and it's a really nice brown. Like, there's some really awesome stuff going on here. Welcome, Analog Expressions. Bob is loving this. Well, Bob's wallet is safe because they're a pain to get these inks for now. But I'm hoping that they will let me get some. I'm going to try. It's really cool. So check it out. When it goes on, when I first applied it, when it's wet, it's kind of like a dilute light brown. And then without any water, it dries down to a pink-green brown. I know, it sounds insane. It doesn't even sound like it's possible, but pink-green brown is what it becomes. Bailey, you messaged them and told them to please sell to us in the States? Yes. Yes, I'm sure they're going to be thrilled to have us doing the things. Okay, let's move this one aside so it can dry a little bit, and I'm going to get a new piece of paper, and then we're going to pick a new color. Another. We're going to pick another one. Okay, so we have, let's pick this one. Umang. So we're going to do Umang, and Umang was, oh, that's an interesting one too. Like a green, gray, brown. That sounds right. Umang, green, gray, brown. So we're going to do that. I'm excited. So first thing we're going to do is on the back of the page, we're going to write On Inks Umang. We're going to let that dry for a couple seconds. Dry, my baby. Dry. Okay. Then up top, we're going to write On Inks Umang. in world's smallest handwriting. On inks, Umang. And again, I'm gonna say I really like this pen. I really, really like it. I'm confused by myself. Okay, let's see what's going on. I got rickrolled. I love it. I love it. As someone rickrolling, I love this so much. It's so good. Thank you so much. I also quite enjoy my mat. Listen, I got the mat, I put it down nice and clean. Within about 2 hours, I spilled grape juice all over it, actual grape juice, and soy sauce all over it. And now there's ink splatters everywhere, and honestly, you can't even tell because of the theme. And so it really, really works for me. I'm very much enjoying it. Too sexy to just cement. All right, I'm not going to ask any questions. There's no questions needed. Okay, so let's do this. I love these inks. And just as a reminder, these inks were a gift from Plan with Shell on Insters, who is in the room, and I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. It's really cool, and I don't have access to inks like this, so it's so cool that I get to play with them. And they were hand delivered to me in my grubby little inky hands. Literally into my grubby hands. Okay, so let me clean my... I'm gonna add some water. Okay. We're gonna look at what these swatches, and by swatches I mean splatteries, look like. Ever cool. Are they ever cool? Oh my gosh, this is a gorgeous color. It's not water resistant, none of these are, but that's what makes them so extra beautiful. Oh, they're so interesting. Okay, let's give that a second. And while that soits, the other one is still drying. We're gonna just do some swatches. So this is not a paid review or anything. We're just playing with these inks because I have them and I have access to them, which is really awesome. So we're just playing. Nothing, like, I don't know the folks at On Inks. We're just having fun and really enjoying these colors. This one is exquisite. Is it not? Okay. We're gonna do a bit of blowing. Are we ready? Get your blowers ready. Just in case anybody's wondering, Bob is a cat. And so Bob should not have access to keyboards because all he wants to do is take people's wallets and buy stuff. He's also an orange cat, which makes a lot of sense. If you're a cat person, you'll know what that means. Okay, so my neighbor's cat came to visit right before we started and got really excited and rubbed all over me and then bit me excitedly. So, like, you know, as a cat does. It was a love bite. Okay, let's take a look. Let's scan this bad boy. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Okay, so base color is like a dark olive green, brown, pink. That makes complete sense. There is pink in there, or like a fleshy peach. I really regret that choice of words. A fleshy peach. That sounds so wrong. Definitely some like green, blue, pink. Is that pink or is that brown? I can't tell. It's a little darker in person than it is in the video just because of the lighting. But I'm really... Look at that. Look at that color that's coming out of it. Very awesome. And if we come back to the Wasabi Salmon, like, it looks wild. This is so interesting. I'm really into these colors. Let's see what's going on with you guys. These inks are delightfully complex. I believe you. Of course I believe you. I agree with you. It does look quite green. If I lower the lights, they're pretty low already. Now it's quite dark, but this is the color that it is in person. So with the light, it's just blowing it out a little bit because of the paper. But I need to have them on because otherwise the screen flickers and it's really annoying. So I'm very sorry. Maybe I'll make it a bit lower there. Wow. Okay, so here's the question. Think about this. If you had to put these into pens, what would you put them in? I need help with that because I have no idea. On your screen, there seems to be some gold hints. Yeah, that's what I was thinking these bits are. Like here, there's some gold. Like in here, in that puddle, there's a bit of gold. Like a green gold. So I don't think you're crazy. I think you're accurate in your color description. Sailor 280. Bob is a menace. Sailor 280. Ooh, I don't have that one. Okay. So this is a good one. I'm really into this. And as it dries, I'm getting more and more excited because look at that color. That is so, so beautiful. Okay, let's just blow a little longer. Just a bit more blowing, just to see what happens. I just like to see the movement. A bit more blowing. And then, without any water or anything, that's what it looks like at a glance. There's definitely gold in there. I do not know why it's doing a thumbs up. That is incredibly unsettling. There was no thumbs up there. Okay. The green would go with a Leonardo with a flex nib. Ooh. A green one with ebonite. That would be very nice. Sorry. Everything goes with the Nakaya. I have to agree. How much is visible in straightforward writing, i.e. in the ink nemato? Well, we would need to use some writing. We'll need to use something different for that. Give me a second. Let me acquire my tools. My tools is as per such. Yes, I still have not returned Simmerjeet's nib holder, which I now see because now it's right here. So that's embarrassing. So let's do that. Let me get some paper. Did I do that? Did I do that notebook? We're gonna do some writing here with Umang. How much will be visible? Well, that's a really good question. I don't know, and probably not as much as we're playing with. But let's see. We've got on inks. Oh. That should have said Umang, but I was impatient and did not wait. That's a me problem. Oh, jelly. So let's let that dry for a second. Pertinax, you ask a very fair and yet very unrealistic question because I do not use inks in normal writing. Unrealistic for me, very realistic for all the other people who are normal. Okay, so let's take a look at that. You'll let your therapist know that I said you're not crazy. Specifically in this scenario. Specifically. And honestly, whatever we may be, I welcome you all here. You are still welcome here, even if your therapist disagrees with me. No, see, the ink, this is written with black ink, not the ink. So I had to use other ink. I had to use other sample. But I actually do believe that this medium to broad writing does show up quite a bit. But as a color at a glance, it's like a mossy dark green, I think, in regular writing. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. This, yes. Oh, do we have a Pasquale in the room? Did I miss him? Yes, there he is. Yes, you need to make more of this material. Also because I stole this pen from somebody else and borrowed. I'm borrowing it from somebody else. Let's just be clear. It's a borrow scenario. I'll return it. I'll return it when I'm ready. When I'm ready, I'll return it. This is green, right? Like, I'm not nuts. This is green. I am seeing this correctly. I think it's a gorgeous color. We have more inks to play with. Let me grab another sheet of paper so that we may ink the sheet out of it. Okay, so we're putting back Umang. We're gonna let's grab this one. Green mango. I am very excited about this one. So here is green mango. I think it's beautiful. This is the kind of green that I like. I like light, limey greens that look like they could do a lot of stuff. That's what she said. So we're going to do on the back. I'm doing it on the back and on the front. On inks. Green mango. We will give this a moment to dry. Give it a second, and then we're going to come onto the front. We're going to do on inks, green mango. Oh, man. Everyone, yes, you're shocked. Permanently borrowed. It's more like a permanently loaned to me. He knew what he was getting into. He should have anyway. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. I'm just a mango girl. What's a mango girl, one wonders. Let's not think about that. Let's not think about it. Let's not. Okay, let's put some mango on this page. Some mango juice. I'll squeeze the juice right out of the mango. Nope. No, that's not a good one either. Okay, then let's just do some splattering. And then we're gonna... Oh, this one's a good one. And of course I've used up this one. For some reason, I've used up more of this one. Maybe it was when we were doing the previous swatches. I can't remember. Oh, I love it so much. Okay, first, let's look at it without any manipulations. Check that out. Is that ever beautiful? It's so happy. Okay, now we're gonna add... I have a whole thing of water here. I don't need to be using my water brush. We're gonna add some water. Then we're going to go in with the water brush. We're going to sweep through. We're going to do the stuff. We're going to add some of this and a little bit of that. You know what's sad? When I actually inky mess without you guys, I do this too. I talk to myself. I am probably the worst co-working space person. It's mostly because I talk to myself and I sing to myself. Nobody wants to hear that. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's let this sit for a second. We're gonna do some blowing. Well, I don't know. Mango... I mean, a green mango is not super pulpy, is it? You know what I think? Oh god, you guys are so funny. Similar to a disco girl, that's correct. A mango girl. That's right. Thank you. Thank you for validating me. Also, you'll all be thrilled to know I have not purchased a pen. I mean, I have some on commission. They don't really count because they were from ages ago. Well, not really ages ago, but I haven't purchased a pen since the Chicago Pen Show. In a way, that should be impressive. And what I've really been doing has just been enjoying my stuff, like re-inking old things and reminding myself that I'm super fortunate and have some really awesome stuff in my collection. And also super fortunate that I have some really awesome stuff from other people's collections. So, that too! The new green looks like spiral cut zucchini to make pasta. You are very clever. You have some good imagery. I like that. The Golden Lady Mango. That sounds so good. Oh, I would love a mango popsicle. Oh, I wonder if I could get one now. Like, even at the drugstore. Maybe there's like a brown store that has a mango popsicle I can get. Like, right now. You haven't purchased a pen since yesterday? What did you get? I don't really think ink counts. Some people would argue that ink counts as like, oh, I need to factor that into my purchasing. I don't really think so. I think there should be like a minimum quantity of ink in terms of volume or price or bottles before you start being like, oh, that's a bit dodgy. Maybe I did get too much ink, or maybe that's a lot. Okay, wait. While this dries, here's our salmon. Here's our umang, which looks killer right now. That is so cool. And here is our green mango. Look at the activity. That is a gorgeous limey green. There's some blue in here. It's not as chroma shady as the other two, but I really like it still. I love, love, love this green. I want to ink it. I won't do it right now because I'm trying to empty my pens. But I think I still want to do it. Okay, you bought 27 Pilot Varsity fountain pens. You know what? I lied. I have bought pens since Chicago, but they're for workshops. I bought 115 Pilot Parallels, which was pretty awful. It was a lot of pens. Okay, you got a Monteverdi Ritma on Amazon for $17. That is remarkable. $17? Totally. I would totally do that. Okay, Umang reminds you of Troublemaker's Petrichor. Green mango is much milder than the Hofkwartiergroen, but it's a similar limey green, which is what I really like about the Hofkwartier and this one. Oh, you said that. Less saturated. Yes, absolutely. I very, very, very much like this. I like the less saturated look a bit. I'm into this. You put your pen collection in storage boxes today to organize it a bit. You found 7 pens that you didn't have in your inventory spreadsheet. That is impressive. What's your pen collection look like? Like, how many pens are you sitting around? Just out of curiosity. Because 7 pens is a lot to not have in your inventory spreadsheet. Okay, Ruth, we'll wait for you here. You don't have mango, but you have chocolate. Chocolate is very good as well. I like it. Okay, we're going to put this one aside to dry. Let's get another piece of paper because we have one more from this set of 6, which is just the set that we that we just happen to have. So this one we're going to do is Pinky Swear. And it's Pinky Swear. So I think it's going to be a nice sweet pink. This is a good pink. I'm into this. I like this pink. You guys will be thrilled to know that I have absolutely no tracking system for what pens I have. I don't know what I have really, except for off the top of my head. And I have no idea where it is, what I paid for it. No, I have an idea of what I paid for things, but I don't really know where they are. And, yeah, I'm not nearly as advanced as you are. Oh, no, I forgot to write the ink name on the back of the page. It's fine. We'll do this first. Hang on. We're going to do on inks Pinky Swear. Okay, so love this pink. This is such a good, sweet candy pink. I'm so into this. I'm so into this. Okay. Let's get a bit of splatter. Oh, I missed. Oops, I missed. I missed the paper. Oopsies. Well, it is what it is. You need to sell some pens? Okay, let me see. Let's add some water while I look over the chit-chats. Oh, I missed the paper again! What is wrong with me? I squeezed too hard. It squirted. That's what's wrong with me. I squeezed too hard. Be gentle, Gourmet pens. Okay. This is such a sweet pink. I am so happy about this one. This is so good. Okay, I think Pertnex. I don't know if you were asking me that question or somebody else. It looks almost coral. It does. It looks like it's separating into pink and coral. I squirted. I did. My pipette squirted. I got very excited. Okay. Let's do this, and then we'll sit this to dry for a second. I want to just catch up and make sure I'm okay. You have too many pens, it's embarrassing. I can promise you it is not as embarrassing as... No, I actually don't know. It could be embarrassing. Okay, so at a glance, here's what it looks like. It's like pink. It's really pink, but there is definite like orange coral. It's almost nuclear. I really like this. Like, this is a good, intense pink. This is what I want for my pinks. I'm gonna dry it a little bit because I may have put a bit too much water when I got excited. So let's just pick some. It's very pink. I really like this though. I really into this one. You could definitely see some coral orange in there. Okay, so let's see. It does remind me of Sailor Manyo Sakura. It does. So this one is called Pinky Swear by On Inks. It's good, right? That's a good pink. Look at this right here. You can see the orange for sure. I'm so into this. Okay. While that one sits and dries a little bit, here's our green mango. Look at the activity. I like that. I like it a lot. I like this limey green look. It is definitely for me. There's some of that blue in there. Or like nuclear green. I'm into that. A bit of browny orange. Oh, so good. So good. Okay, there's fireworks again. I need to come back to this one too because this color is just fascinating. So good. Okay, so the pink, it's not chroma shady like, for example, the Wasabi Salmon, but there is some activity going on there. Like, there's stuff going on. There's definite stuff. You got, yes, this is the best part where we get to see the activities, to do the things and describe it. Nobody probably really wants me to describe it, but I'm doing it anyway. Oh my god, I just caught a glimpse of myself. Is this what I look like? Oh. This is what I look like. Okay. The On Inks are from the Philippines. So from what I understand, they don't ship internationally, but I'm thinking they're going to consider it. Because why wouldn't they? So they're on.inks on Instagram. And maybe they'll consider, like, maybe if we're just really sweet about it, they'll say, you know what? I'll allow it. I'll think about it. Pinky Swear is such a good name. I think this is a good one. Okay, we're going to put this one aside to dry. Okay, so we have done the bundle of 6 from in here. So this 6 is this 6. Do you guys have a favorite? Like, is there one in here that you liked more than the other? They're all a little bit different. Like, they're all a little bit under shady. Like, they look like they've got the chroma shading activity going on. I think they're really cool. Great names. Some of them I don't understand, like Dumangan and Mayari and Umang, but I'm sure they have some sense behind them that would make sense for the color. But like Pinky Swear, Wasabi Salmon, Green Mango, fantastic names. So this is the second set we've got, which is a bit more muted, but still very beautiful. I'm just putting the colors together because I want to have them organized a little bit. Yeah, I want to have them organized because I'm so organized. I'm not organized. I just pretend, and I'm almost out. This is one of my favorite notebooks, and it's almost empty, and I don't know what I'm going to do when it's empty because I don't have any more. I'm pretty upset about it, come to think of it. I don't use the back sides of these, in case anybody's wondering, just because it's not because there's not that much bleed through, but it's just because they're really warped, and I don't want to have the whole page like super warped. Okay, so the pink is drying. These are the ones that we could do. We could probably do one more. Let me just grab one. We're gonna just grab one. Oh, I need a piece of paper. I need some paper. Or we could do a different color, but I think we should do this. Also, I got a whole bunch of inks for next time, but we can. I'll show you those after. Okay, let's do. We're gonna do Valentine. The blue one. The blue one. Okay. On inks. Valentine. We'll give it a moment to desiccate. Okay, then we're gonna do on inks Valentine. Umang is a god. Okay, that's what I thought, because I had googled it last time and then was not sure if that's what they named it after, but it makes sense. Okay. Oh yeah, I remember Valentine and Lovesick and stuff. These ones are really cool. Okay, let's give it some activity, some stuff to work on, some basic needs. That sounds so dirty. Basic needs is not really what I meant. I meant basic needs, like it needs to have a basic amount on the page. But when we're okay, never mind. Let's not analyze my words. Let's not. Let's just move on and splatter on the page. Let's just do this. We'll give it less water. We'll give it some water. Less water, but some. Less than last time. Less than the pinky swear. Oh, I didn't even... I'm missing all my inky blobbies. Okay. Okay, let's look at it before I blendy. It's like a purple, brown, red. That seems sensible. I think that's a very good color for something called Valentine. And definitely more interesting than just a red. Okay, so let's do some stuff. Let's do some stuff. From what I understand, the Kaleido Craft ladies will be up and running soon. They're going to have a website, which I think is very cool. I'm pretty excited about it because I really like what they're doing and I really like the offerings they're coming with. So, very excited. If you're in the neck of the woods, this coming weekend is the Dutch Pen Show. Sadly, and clearly, I'm not there this year, but hopefully next year. I just could not make it this year for health reasons and like basic brain reasons and sanity and function and like dollars. You know, like dollars count. But hopefully next year I will be there. And then you all have to come out. If I'm going, you have to go too. That's the agreement. That's what I demand. I demand it. Okay, let's let this sit for a second. Let's look at Pinky Swear. Pinky Swear has still got some orange going in there. I'm enjoying it. I'm liking it. Some psychology inks, Freudian slip, collective unconscious, guilt trip, mild neurosis. And then we could do the ego. I love that. Who said dried blood? Pertnux, shush you. Does it? No. Dried blood is browner. This is very purple. Come now. Come now. Be sensible. You don't need dollars. They use euros. Good point. That is a very good point. I mean, I need to take my dollars, my Canadian dollars, no less. So, like, my candy money. And I need to convert it into euros, which is also kind of candy money. Like, they're candy looking. But, you know. It'll be next year. I will probably go out for, like, a week. And, visit some friends and stuff for like a couple days beforehand. I'm very excited about it. Like, I think it'll be really nice. But it does mean I'll have to refine my pen show schedule. So I always do Philly because I must, because it's the best show ever. And then I will probably do Baltimore. I may skip Chicago just because it's really close to the Dutch show. Ooh, what ink color would represent the id? That's a really good question. That's a good question. I would need a color. Okay, let me see. Wait, I can't even type because I've got stuff everywhere. Okay. So I want to look up what color signifies personality. Light blue is significantly it was found that the preference of light blue significantly predicted consciousness. Consciousness. Emotional stability was significantly predicted by red and light blue preferences. Openness to new experiences was predicted by green, purple, and white preferences. This is an actual peer-reviewed paper, so this is legit. This is very cool. I'm gonna go read that later. But John, that's a great question. I'll have to get back to you on it, but I really like that question. Multi-chrome with chameleon shimmer. I like that. I do not know if I am... Actually, no, I am dark and playful because I'm brown and also playful. But I like your logic better, Ruth. That makes more sense, that it's dark and playful, multi-chrome with chameleon shimmer. I like that. Okay, so Valentine is beautiful. I mean, all of these inks, these are all winners. I have not come across one of these yet that I thought, I could live without it. So far, I'm like, I can live with this. I could use this. I need this in my life. I need this. I still want some kind of mango thing. Like, I still want mango ice cream. Or just some mango bits or something. I have frozen green mango in the freezer. Hence frozen. But that's not what I want. I want mango. I love that. That piece reminds me of watercolors. Oh, I guess I should close it. Creme brulee. No, they close at 10. Yeah, so I just need to plan my life better. They close at 10. Living La Tinta Loca. That is hilarious. I love that so much. I feel like that needs to be like a vibrant orange. Living La Tinta Loca. Yeah, the creme brulee, they close at 10, and so I need to plan better if I were to do that. But I would also be happy with something like a Dairy Queen Blizzard. They have their summer flavors on right now, even though I get the same flavor every single time, and I have pretty much my entire life. A mango flavored creme brulee, I would devour that so fast, and then I would go into the kitchen where the other mango flavored creme brulees were being crafted, and I would eat them all as well. You know, I went a really long time with no interest in dessert, like no real sugar cravings, and all of a sudden I want sugar all the time. I get the Oreo Blizzard, and then I ask for extra Oreo because I need more Oreo in there. Like, I need it to be layered and stacked. So, my messes remind you of the Prince Papier Plume put out. Can't come up with the artist's name, but I'll bet someone else will. I will have to go look because I'm not sure what you're referring to, but I would love to see that. Chocolate ice cream, bananas, and cherries. That sounds absolutely delicious. The banana split blizzard. Oh my god. Okay, somebody needs to look up when Dairy Queen closes in Mississauga, because I think that's what I need. And then regret life because lactose. Oh no, I'm definitely lactose intolerant. I will regret it. I will be bloated and miserable and like vomitous for several days, but it'll be worth it. I have had the dark chocolate Oreos. I absolutely love them. I do not dip my Oreos in milk. I do peel them apart and then eat the insides and then crunch on the outsides. This is what I do. And I assume that's what everybody else does. Look at this. Oh, look at this side by side. It's so good. Dairy Queen closes at 11 p.m. Thank you, Simmerjeet. Oh, gosh. We have not devolved into dessert talk. We have advanced into dessert talk. Thank you. There's a big difference because we have evolved into desserts. Quite honestly, who does not want to be in dessert talk? But see, yes, it's not regular food because I had dinner and it was so good. And now I really want dessert. Even though I shouldn't, but I think I'm gonna go get a Blizzard because they're open until 11 p.m. even though my bottom half is in pajamas, but my top half is in regular clothing, like day clothing. A kid will eat the middle of an Oreo first and save the chocolate cookie outside for last. Who would do anything else? Who actually eats an Oreo, like just biting it without taking it apart, right? Nobody. Nobody. If you were to send a Dairy Queen gift card, would the value be fine since it is going from US to Canadian currency? I think what they would actually do, first of all, John, that is so sweet of you. Secondly, I believe they would just do, it would automatically convert into Canadian. I believe, but I'm not sure. You like saving one side of the Oreo, just the cookie. So you eat one slice of the Oreo and keep one piece of the cookie with the filling and eat it like that? That's... You have problems. You have problems, Simmerjeet, and that is why I have not returned your pen to you. Oh, you eat the filling first. No, this is such a nice pen. It is hefty. Like, it's thick. It's a thick boy. I really like it. I'll return it to you soon. No, she won't. Anyway. Anyway, I need Oreos. So I'm gonna go get my Oreo Blizzard and I will possibly post it to my story so that I can prove that I have done it. But thank you all for being here with me. We have more on inks to do. Next week, I think I scheduled, I got a whole bunch of new inks. So I've got a Forever ink from Diamine because I'm very curious about it. I got the new Octopus Fluids Mango ink, obviously, which I bought because it's called Mango, but it's also mango-y. And I have two new Mont Blancs that don't belong to me, but I borrowed them from a friend. And I think this is what I selected for next week. But obviously 2 inks, we could do up to like 6 inky messes. So we'll probably do the remainder of our on inks as well as these, but we'll start with these 2. And I thank you all so much for being here with me. Thank you for making me laugh and smile. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for joining. And I hope you all have a wonderful week and look after yourselves. And I really appreciate you, and I love you so much. So we will sign off. I will see you next time. And that's all. Just keep inking and keep finding joy where you can. Bye!